Alright, we're going to go over number 12 from your review. Don't mind this 1 equals k, it's from the previous problem. It says graph the rational function 2x squared minus 5x minus 3 over x squared minus 4. So the thing that you want to do whenever you have to graph a function is go ahead and actually put it onto your calculator under y equals. Clear out whatever you had, make sure you have your numerator in parentheses. And also your denominator in parentheses. Okay, the reason why we do this is because we actually just want to give us an idea of what our graph should look like. And it looks like it's going to have 3 parts to it. Okay. So the next step is actually to take a look at what your vertical asymptote is and what your horizontal asymptote is. Okay, so vertical asymptote, you set the bottom of your fraction equal to 0 and you solve for x. So this one I can just add 4 to both sides, square root both sides. And remember, when you square root something, it's plus or minus 2. The other way you could do this is if you go to your table by hitting second graph. You're looking for the numbers that have error next to it. So notice I said it's positive and negative 2. And negative 2 there's an error, and at positive 2 there's an error. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and draw in those vertical asymptotes with a highlighter on my graph. Okay, so that kind of splits up the graph into 3 parts. One over here, one in the middle, and then one on the right. Alright, the next thing is your HA. What we're going to do is look at the degree of the polynomial in the numerator versus the degree on the bottom. So notice the degree is 2, because the exponent's a 2, and on the bottom it's also 2. So since they're equal to each other, we're going to look at the coefficients. So we're going to look at 2, this 2 right here, over the imaginary 1. So y equals 2 is my HA. So I'm going to go ahead, draw in a dotted line at y equals 2. Okay. Alright, so we have a good general idea of where my asymptotes are, or we know what they are. Now we're going to look at our table. We're going to plot a few points on the left, some in the middle, and then some on the right. So negative 5, 3.4. And we're just going to keep on going. Okay. So if we look at our graph again, this is a branch that gets really close to this vertical asymptote, and it kind of curves down to the horizontal asymptote. So I'm going to go ahead and draw that in. Put some arrows on the end of that. In the middle, it looks like a disco. So we're going to go to our table again. I'm going to choose some points right in between these 2 errors. That's 0.75 and 1, 2. Okay. Notice the disco, okay, it's in a positive direction, so I'm going to go ahead and go through those points. And there's the middle. Remember, the HA you are allowed to go through, but what the HA helps us tell is the end behavior. The ends, the branches on the outside will not go through the HA. Okay. None of the graph will actually go through your vertical asymptote. Okay, it will never cross through your vertical asymptote, but it could cross through your HA in the middle. Alright, the last part, it's this branch right here. So I'm going to hit second, table, plot some points over here. So I'm going to move my cursor down. Okay, and get really close to this HA curve and get really close to this BA. Alright, so the instructions say just graph, and I've completed my graph right here. And that's it for this video. Make sure you guys ask questions with your teacher in case you still don't understand any part of it.